Okay, I had some bigger boosters, and I don't like how they're wobbling around. What up, tubers? Bunny here, and this week we're back with Kerbal Space Program. So in this video, I have a couple ideas for some rockets. The first idea, if you recall from a rocket that I designed about 3 months ago? 3, 2, 1, 0. All 33 nuclear engines and... Oh! Yeah, that rocket didn't turn out well. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go into the vehicle assembly building and I'll show off the idea that I have for nuclear-powered rockets. And if we have time, I'll show you my other idea for a rocket. Let's go. So you guys should recall this little rocket from a few episodes back. I used this rocket to try to demonstrate my idea for a nuclear-powered rocket. So if I let's see, thrust is 14.2 kilonewtons. Just absolutely pitiful. Not only is it sucking down fuel rather rapidly, it's also just sitting there, doing squat, wasting fuel. And there are some Kerbals that are 2 kilometers away from the launch pad, which is technically a dangerous distance to be. I think in real life, authorities would have you move till you were about 5 kilometers at least away from the launch pad. So yeah, by itself, this rocket is pitiful. However, I think I may have an idea that might be able to make it look as though the nuclear engine is 9 times as powerful. Where is it? Okay, you see this cluster? Now, better that part. You liking this? So basically, it's 9 nuclear engines clustered together to look like one larger nuclear engine. I'm gonna see how this works. Isn't working. But it's guzzling down fuel at a much higher rate. So I think it shows the thrust of a standard engine. What is 14.2 times 9? Though I don't know if this rocket is actually going to lift off by itself. Let's see what happens in these final moments before Miko. Yeah, it ain't happening. I'm gonna try something. So I strapped on a couple of solid rocket motors. I'm gonna see if the added boost can actually help this vehicle to fly. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Ignition starts. Lift off. We're spinning? Don't think we're supposed to be spinning. Let's see. Well, thrust is increasing, and that is a good sign. So let's see once it's up. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. Well, it wasn't meant to actually survive, but oh no. Oh, don't you dare land in my space center. You don't know how much money those buildings cost. So long, guys. Wait, I'm still alive. Still alive. What happens next? Fins equals stabilization. Fight it. Fight the roll. Don't roll. helmet on. I'm going down in flames. Okay, I tried lowering the position of the solid boosters and I added some more fins. Hopefully I can make this spacecraft more stable. Position. Commit. Lift off. Okay, you're stable. Okay, good. I'm just gonna start banking away from the lane. Ooh, this thing is unstable once you lose the booster. But I see potential. Okay, I've added bigger boosters to this rocket, not so much for the extra thrust, but for the sake of holding on to them longer. My thought is, if I can lift this rocket out of the thickest part of the atmosphere, I can then use the first stage where its engines operate at more optimal performance. Let's try that out. Position. And lift off. Good. Am I actually leaning? No. Let's go for pitching downrange. Let's monitor the rocket motor. Wow. Guys, this might actually work. It almost works. I think this rocket is just unstable. That's the problem. Why is it unstable though? Oh no, we just lost fuel. Okay, we've had destruction of the rocket confirmed. I am plummeting like a stone. Yeah, guys, I think I'm dead. See you later, I guess. Bye-bye. Well, never mind that piece of disaster. I might come back to that a little later. But for right now, I want to do a different vehicle design, which I had also thought of. And I've got plenty of time to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and design something. Be right back. Behold, the Kronos 1. The design of this rocket, or at least the design of the first stage, is inspired by stage 1 of Wernher von Braun's Saturn 1B rocket, which NASA used back in the 1960s and 70s. Stage 1 uses 8 Reliant liquid-propelled engines and 1 Vector liquid-propelled engine. The design is set so that what should happen is, once these side fuel tanks run out of gas, these 8 engines will cut off, leaving just the central Vector engine to operate. And then it should work like that until the central tank itself runs out of gas. If this works, this vehicle will become my next heavy lift vehicle, and I might even implement that in Helios 3. A mission I stated in the last episode that will occur sometime in the future, like several months from now. Without further ado, let's test this candle. All systems are go, AFTS is ready for launch, and let's go for launch in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have to go for ignition start. We've got a floater. Oh no! Boy, these Reliant engines aren't very Reliant. We're gonna switch them out. So I am gonna give them a gimbal limit of like 60%. 60%, not 59.5, not 60. There we go, 60. We're gonna try this again. Vehicle just needed more powerful engines, that's all. We're gonna try this again. All systems are go. AFTS is ready for launch. Go for launch in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go for ignition start. The engine starts. Commit liftoff! Woo! We're out of here. Nice. I think I did it. I think I just made a heavy lift rocket. Not that bad. It's a little bit, probably maybe a little bit but yeah. Well, I probably should have throttled down because the vehicle will be experiencing max Q, but ha! I'm not doing that. Don't like that it's that long. Okay, only a minute into the flight, we've already exceeded 1,000 meters per second. Guys, I think I made it. I made a successful heavy launch vehicle. Nice. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I think this might have enough fuel to be a single stage to orbit rocket. Pretty impressive, eh? I think at this point we can deploy the... Oh, I forgot to do clamshell deploy. Oh man, it just looks like a giant piece of the rocket just blew up when that happens. Alright, so when the node is at T-minus 9 seconds, I'll go ahead and start the orbital burn. Man, this is a very quick journey to orbit. Yeah guys, I think I made a successful heavy launch rocket. Now let's go! How bobbles like that. Okay. Deploy. Oh! I hear explosions, which I shouldn't be hearing in space! 77, 73. That's a good orbit. Kronos 1 is successfully in orbit. I've made a successful heavy launch vehicle. Am I in any launch window? Maybe EU. See if I can send this spacecraft to EU. Well, I guess we're in EU's launch window. So let's see, I'm going to turn on a cheat. Infinite electricity because I forgot to add solar panels to my Sputnik probe. And that's kind of bad. Yeah, I guess here's a little treat for you guys. I don't think I've sent a spacecraft to EU before in Rabbit Aerospace Agency. So that should be kind of cool. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. I think this spacecraft has the capability of heading for EU. I mean, especially if the vehicle is within the launch window, so yeah, I guess that kind of works out, huh? Yeah. Alright. What is it doing? That was not intended. Okay. Almost there. Almost. Did I mess up my orbit? I think I messed up the orbit. Wait. I think we're good. Cut off! Going to Eve. See, I'm gonna bring the periapse as close as I can to the planet. And then I'll call it a cutoff. Okay. We got a close approach. So we are clean out of Kerbal system. Time to wave bye-bye to Kerbal. And we are on our way to Eve. Let's see if I make If I aim it toward the planet, can I? Let's see if I can aim it toward Eve itself. Okay, we got it closer. Let's see if I can bring it even more closer. Okay, there's Eve way down there. Boom! Okay, we heard explosions in space again. And then we can aim it at the planet. You know, it probably would have been more fuel effective if I had done a mid-course correction burn like this a lot sooner. Oh well, that's the imaginative Astro Bunny for you. Well, I'm actually going to make it to Eve. I might be able to do an aero brake maneuver. Okay, we are on a suborbital trajectory. Well, it's an escape trajectory, but let us warp to the purple planet and watch as Eve gets bigger and 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 bigger, bigger, until it stops! We're still a little... You know what? We're gonna take this ballistically. Turn that stuff off. Now guys, here's the thing. I expect to burn up and die during this re-entry stunt, so yeah. But I was able to discover this rocket's capability, and I think I'm actually going to call it for today's video. Thinking in next week's video, I'm going to go back to BeamNG Drive. I have an idea for an adventure. I did not stand a chance. I want to look at this. You let me look at it? Aww, I really didn't stand a chance. Oh, that's atmospheric heating for you. Well, I'm thinking in next week's video, I'm gonna go back to BeamNG Drive. I have an idea for a crazy little adventure to do in that game. Anyway, that concludes this week's video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you all next week. India Alpha Bravo checking out.
T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have ignition sequence start. The engines are on. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit. We have